Today is yet another day, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it is coming down to the last couple days before my marathon. I've been studying the marathon for about 3 weeks. Now, these past couple days I haven't been doing nutrition. I probably won't do the third week of training for this because it's pretty insignificant. I might just throw it inside this video and show like little clips of what I was going through. Hello everybody. I'm about to go get this afternoon grub. I'll post the photos like right here. Yep, we ate that. One thing you guys don't know about me is that I am low-key a competitive eater. Like if I wasn't in college and if I didn't have a passion for anything, I'd probably just be a professional eater. And there would be disadvantages to that, of course, but I just have a abnormally capable stomach that can absorb anything, and that's another reason why I'm a runner, I guess. Because if I didn't run, man, it would be bad out here. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I feel afterwards. So yeah, see you guys. I just got done stretching. It is like 6 in the morning. I woke up late. I had like assignments due last night, but I was watching this stretching routine.
Hey,
I'm
yo!
not doing any of that right now, but I did like the basic stuff. Leg stretches, getting my, hips and stuff, right? And pause. But like just overall trying to get loose again because I've been resting for 2 days. Today, I'm gonna try and get a 30-minute workout on the elliptical bike, run 3 miles, and hopefully get some strides on the treadmill as well. But other than that, other than the strides and stuff, like that's pretty much it, So I plan on getting that. My fitness, like the training load has gone down significantly. So we've been putting in the work. Like we've taken my training load to like, I think it was like 70% above where it's supposed to be, which was like really strong to get like and then the rest just kind of evened it out for me. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like kind of like in the middle right now. Like I need to keep getting loose. But my knees are healed, my lungs are healed, my ankle is feeling better, my Achilles are feeling better. It's just, I'm just tweaking out the little tweaks, Yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys later. It's crazy how I drew up pretty much almost every workout. Like that 30-minute bike had got me perfectly warmed up for the 3 miles. So I'll see you guys after the 3 mile. Alright, so what's crazy is that it is like 20 degrees and it like is covered in snow out here. As you guys but it's crazy, and my marathon is in like less than a week, so we might be running in snow, people, which is just another advantage for me, I feel like, because there might be people that might drop out of it, so maybe we'll get something to eat. I'll post the pictures of it, and I'll carry on with the rest of the day. The run was good. I did like a 21-minute 5K, so not too shabby. But yeah, I thank you guys for clicking on this video and seeing what I'm going through pretty much. Now, I've changed the scenery of my room like a lot. Like the angle like of it, it's like way higher, and everything feels very roomy in here now, I feel. I moved my bed to like the shorter bed so I don't have to climb up and down it anymore. My whole like desk is like really wide and it's like in an L shape. It looks really cool. I'm enjoying these couple of days, and this is the final stretch of college. I have 2 marathons in the next month. This one, and then the next one is 3 weeks away. But this one, we're focusing on the Creek Classic, right? Now, it's 13.1 miles. The time I had last week was 1 hour and 35 minutes. The guy I need to beat, he has clocked a 1 hour and 34 minute half marathon, 7-minute 13 pace. My ankle is messed up a bit. Like it recently like flared up a bit, like yesterday. So I've been icing it. I've been trying to get it back. I've been dialing in my nutrition, but yeah, I feel pretty confident in Sunday. You know, like I can only thank God for it. This amount of just sureness that I have, and it's not like, oh, like I know he's gonna do this for me. It's just like I can't explain it, honestly. It's like if he's willing, like it surely will be done, you know? So yeah, that's the mindset, and I know the work I put in. I know the numbers. It's just bracing myself for what I'm about to do Sunday, you know? Which is just beautiful. I'm nervous, I'm scared, but it's not scared. I'm not. This is for the first time in my life. I'm not actually scared of a run. It's just a run. It's just not even 2 hours of my life that is gonna build more than a year of my life. You know, I'm gonna grow so much from this run, and I'll have something to show for it, hopefully, you know? I feel good, but I'm gonna go off on a tangent and talk about college a bit, because this is the final stretch. This is last month, and bro, there's like an exam. Yeah, I low-key just have a praise report for real. If anything, I just gotta thank God, you know? Like, on this one experiment, I thought we pretty much failed because, like, we're supposed to titrate a solution, which probably, hopefully, maybe not. You might not know what that means, but it's like, okay, we got to mix something in a thing, heat it up, and turn it pink. Our thing didn't turn pink on the last experiment, and I thought we failed. And just this week, I found out that we got 100 on it, and you know, that really, like, was proof to me that, like, when you would just believe, you know, if you just have strong faith, you know, you will, it's kind of like the feeding of the 5,000, you know, like, if you just have faith, you know, God will provide abundantly and more than you thought he would. So, like, that's why I'm just, like, I'm not worried. Like, I'm nervous, of course, because I'm going into something that I'm unsure about, but I'm not scared, you know? I'm not worried, because I know that if I believe hard enough, if I believe, not hard enough, but if I just have faith, you know, that my Lord's will be done, I mean, it will be done. And if that will means I get first place, it is, you know? If I get second place, it is, but, yeah. And just yesterday I had like a trigonometry exam, and I learned that like half of our class is failing, and our whole class GPA is like a 70 or 60 something, right? And I have like a 73 in trig right now, and I believe I had gotten a B on this last exam. So, and it's just crazy because I was like, I can't be scared. I can't be scared I was just telling myself that before and during the exam. And I forgot my calculator, and I was just like, dang, I thought that was like a whole 4 questions that I might miss because of my calculator being gone. And I was like, I had a little bit of doubt that, but like I was like, it's out of my control. If I can't get a calculator, I can't get a calculator. And tell me why I asked the teacher. It was a sub teacher that came in, and she was like, "There's no calculators on the exam. There's no questions that needed a calculator." And literally just 2 days before, our original teacher was like, "There's a calculator portion. There's about a couple of questions." And now during the exam, I feel like just because I had a little bit of faith that calculator portion was gone, and I just so happened to forget my calculator on this exam day. And just to even be more, sure of my Savior and my Lord providing abundantly, is the teacher just so happened to mess up a question on the exam. So now she kind of like told us, turn them in and we'll get extra time on Monday. We're doing this test on Friday. So I have a whole 3 days to study the questions that I literally saw in the exam that I had problems with and literally get them right. So, I don't know. I feel just so thankful, grateful, and just like that, in this marathon, I feel that it will be the same. So, just remember, you may not believe in God, you may believe in God, but that doesn't mean He isn't there. And, there's a saying, I don't know if it's in the Bible or not, but I've definitely heard it. And I think it is in the Bible, but I don't know the verse. But it goes like, you have seen and believed, but blessed are those who haven't seen and still believe. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the aftermath of the 13 miles. First place in the age group and a finisher, of course. And I don't know, it went really fast. Like, it felt like forever until it was over. I got out way too fast. I'll have a video of the start. The nerves were horrible. I remember, let me see, I logged down like everything I was thinking before the race. So let me just read that. I was barely able to sleep the day before. I was so nervous. I ended up watching like some David Goggins videos just to like get some clarity. But I had to put my faith in the Lord, and because no one else would get me through what I was willing to do, with His will, it was able to be done. So, and I had to believe that I put in enough work beforehand, and everything else was in His hands, because who's to say, I tripped on a rock or something and broke something or something, that's all up to Him. So, and He came through, so all glory to Him. And I don't know, I had a little doubt But I ended up running a sub hour and a half by like a good 3 minutes. So it's pretty good. I remember at the end, someone came up to me and was like, for your first half marathon, that's pretty good time. He seemed like a really like polished guy. Like he actually like was running these marathons for a while, because he had like one of those like little book bags with like the straw on it and everything. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. But yeah, they started off like running like 4:30s. I was trying to keep up with them for about like 3 miles. I was with the top like 4 or 5 people for like maybe 4 miles, and then I my pace was not keeping up with that.
So as we are getting ready to celebrate 250 years of the most incredible freedom in the most incredible country on the planet, if you know a service member, please look them in the eye, shake their hands, and thank them for their service. And of course, first responders, police, fire.
I don't know. I definitely gave it my best, and I don't know, my lungs are still pretty sore from running that, obviously. But I don't know, it's just, I'm grateful more than anything, and tired more than anything. So yeah, it was crazy. Like I felt like a dream most of the time. And I remember this guy was walking. Like, I think I was pretty gassed after like halfway through. I was just like, if I don't get through it, I mean, I'll never like forgive myself, I guess, was like the pusher, I was like, because I don't know, I've been preparing for like a few weeks, and all that would go to waste if I just, was like, man, this ain't, I ain't got it. And then just give up, so I don't know. And I remember this guy passed me up, and he was running pretty slow, but I think he gassed himself or something, but he started walking, and I caught up to him. Then right as soon as I caught up to him, he was like sprinting or something, I don't know. And he passed me up, and I just kept, going at my pace, because those hills were horrible. Like, those hills were like mountains, low key, and they lasted like for miles. Which that, I don't know, nothing could have prepared me for that. Like, my legs were shot after halfway through, so it was just willpower, the other half. But yeah, and this guy was like trying to pass me up, and then when it got to the last mile, I just sprinted. I can't even explain how that last mile was, or how it happened. I don't know where that energy came from. I don't know. It's something I just can't explain, because the whole few miles before that, it was like, I got to find what I haven't given, because I felt like I gave everything up till then. But, the race isn't just going to shorten by 3 miles. You got to do the other 3. So you got to find it somehow. And when it got to like mile 13, it was, I don't know. And this guy passed me up, and I was just like, man, I'm going to give this last bit my everything, because afterwards then I could rest, I could recoup, I could heal. But if I don't give it my all in this last bit, I'm not going to be able to get it back, I'm not going to, let me retry that last mile. No. So I sprinted past this guy, and I think like a few of his friends were in the crowd, and they were like, come on, catch him, And I was just like, nah, man, he's not going to catch me. So I think I got like 9th overall and first place in my age group, which was 15 to 19 years old. So next year I'll be still in the same age group. So I'll be able to run it back, hopefully, God willing, And another crazy thing was, I'll put pictures and videos of the beginning I know I got a little video from my dad in the beginning, and my mom took a few photos of me at the end. But one thing that was like really crazy was my dad, he was trying to run in the race as well. He ran the 5 mile instead of the half marathon, which I give him his props because, he's been a smoker and drinker all his life. So, and it's kind of just crazy because he still does both, but it's just the fact that he doesn't let that be an excuse, which I don't know. It just amazes me. And he got second place in his age group, which I don't know. Like, I'm obviously happy for him, but it's just like, what, So I'm more proud than anything for him, That made, call that selfish, but it made, like, my win even better. Because I felt like if I didn't start my running journey, he probably wouldn't have started his. So I'm not really taking credit for it, but more so I'm just glad that I was able to run it with him. And I'm glad that, he saw how far he could push himself and that I saw how far I can push myself today. So just blessed and grateful more than anything. I'm lacking so much energy right now, but you guys can probably tell why, so. I can't feel anything.
We're actually beating the heat a little bit. I mean, another hour from now.
Another thing was, I don't know. I hope that my mom could eventually get into her own running. She's been working out and trying to run as well, but I don't know. She has like a barrier in her mind that, like, I don't know, because she's been, on the bigger side most of her life, so that's a barrier to get over in her mind. So I try to convince her, like, hey, by the end of the year you'll be running with us too, so don't be feeling like you are left out or anything. So I thank them for being there for me and even participating too. Like my dad, like, he didn't have to step in and participate as well and see how far he could push himself, but I'm so glad he did, because I'm not alone either, and he's not alone in it. So it felt like a dream. Me and him were just talking, and we were like, man, we can't believe, like, we just couldn't believe, kind of like just like the disciples when they were out in the sea and Jesus was walking on the water. Like, they had seen so many miracles prior to this, and they still were like, this dude's walking on water. Like, what? Even though they saw so much, like, I've seen so much, and so much that, like, God has done in my life, and yet I still, like, am worried or nervous. But yet, like, just like today, he will come through abundantly, just like the feeding of the 5,000. They fed 5,000 people and still had extra food. Spiritually too, like, they were fed spiritually. And I feel spiritually full. So I don't know, that's I feel like the wrap up there. Like, I finished an hour and like 26 minutes, I believe. So that is crazy. That's 9 minutes down from my practice marathon. But yeah, we got, in 20 days is the 10 mile. So we got to get ready for that, but I'm going to rest. I'm in shape. I got most of the, I know what I can do up to this point. But yeah, we're just going to rest and try to iron out some of the wrinkles, but yeah, we did it, so thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I don't know, another thing was, like, I was let me see, I was so anxious that, like, I went outside when we were getting ready. I went outside at like 6 a.m, and I was so nervous that I got irritated by, like, every little thing anybody did in the house. Like, my mom was, like, chewing gum, and it was insufferable. Like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of like how deep the anxiety had me. But you know, I don't know. The nerves were healthy because it means I really cared about this. You know, like without nerves, I feel like you don't really care about it enough. I don't know. That might not be the case. You know, because like after doing so many things that you care about, you don't become nervous after a while. But I really cared about this run, and I was nervous, which is healthy. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I should have been more sure that, you know, I would get through it, which I did. And yeah, ended up coming through abundantly. You know, I was aiming for 1 hour and 30, and all glory to God. You know, I came in probably like 4 or 3 more minutes earlier than I should have, which is like, that's crazy. I think the pace was like 6 minutes and 40 seconds the whole way, which I don't know. That's insane to me. That I can't believe that. Which is like I shouldn't be like that crazy, because like, oh, I just did that. Like, it's obvious. I just proved that it's possible. And yeah, and my dad just proved that it's possible to do all the things that he does and still be able to run and place. So I don't know. I guess the message is just, if you're willing enough, driven enough, and if you just care enough, you can do anything you want. So thank you guys for watching this. This is the end of the Creek Marathon preparation and all the days, all the weeks logged. I think I logged like 2 weeks, because I don't know. The third week was pretty like weird. I don't know. I did a lot of wrong things during the third week. I didn't have really a good nutrition plan in it. But, you know, nothing really went too wrong. So, I don't know. I might throw in some clips of that, the third week, in here. But, yeah. Thank you guys again. And until the next one, which is in 20 days, God willing, I'll be back for it and be in shape for it and healed up by then. So see you guys in the next one. Crazy stuff, man.